Hello everyone, welcome to another Halloween Season review. Today I am reviewing One Too Many Rabbits. Clever wordplay. This is coming from Happy Camper. I'd like to thank them for sending a copy for review. This is for 1 to 4 players, ages 7 and up. Lots of fun. Happy Camper has been doing a great job with these simple little card games. Did a review of Trio, and as well as Combo. I can put a link to those reviews in the description to this video if you are interested. This one here, again, great family game. Kids are going to learn probability and math. You can kind of think of this as a shut the box variant. So you're going to be rolling some dice with the hopes of getting rid of these rabbits. There's just one too many. All right, so let's go ahead and open the box, show you what comes in the game. As far as the rules go, pretty straightforward. You have all the components listed there, some setup, example of how to play, some special things here with rolling doubles. There's some special cards in the main deck here. Talk about some of those. There is some solo play here on the back as well. So pretty well laid out rules. First critique of this game, honestly, is just the insert here. The insert here is just kind of all over the place. It's not really, it's functional, but I'm going to take it out. I just left it in here up till this point so that I could show you in my review. But again, it's just kind of, and maybe it's just mine, but just kind of pushed out there. Again, with these types of inserts, with the cards down there, these little things kind of help get most of the deck out, but it's sometimes hard to get it all out at once. So I'm just honestly just going to take this out of here. Sometimes I do that with my games anyway, but it's just kind of more of a hassle than anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to toss that. I'm going to get a couple of Ziploc baggies, and put the cards in one, dice in the other, throw them in the box, call it good. That being said, actual components. What is the card quality like, the artwork, and how are the dice? So let's start with the cards here. There are different backed cards for each player. So you have green, and we have blue back cards, and we have red and purple. Again, this is for 1 to 4 players. And then there are some white backed cards here that comprise of the main deck. You're going to shuffle that up, and then basically everyone's going to take one of the decks and arrange those from like low to high. You can have them in your hand, or you could spread them out here in front of you. Let's see, running out of room. Let me double stack these a little bit. I messed up. I was supposed to do 6. I knew that. We also have a wild and a plus or minus. Put that there. All right. And basically, on your turn, what you're trying to do is be the first to get rid of all of these rabbits. So on your turn, you're going to choose these out of the 3 dice available. You can either choose to roll 1 die, 2 dice, or 3 dice. However, when you roll the dice, you are going to be basically discarding these different rabbits in front of you. So for example, if I were to choose 3, then you can either do the numbers as it shows on the die. So I could just go ahead and take out the 3, 4, and 6 of my rabbits. Or I could do the 4 and the 9. Or I could do a 10 and a 3, which maybe we would do that. We would take the 10 and the 3, discard those, and go on to the other players. If, you, for example, you roll or something and you are unable to do anything with the dice, you're going to have to draw a card from the middle. We'll talk about some of the special cards and what cards come in that deck. But basically, there are some cards that are going to kind of make the game a little more interesting as well coming out of that deck. But really, you're just trying to get rid of this. You have the wild in here to kind of help out. You're able to fill that in again because you want to be able to utilize all of your dice when that's chosen. And that's why as you get lower and lower number of cards left, it may make more sense to do the 1 die. If you have some higher valued cards left, however, with the like 11 and 12s, you're gonna want to be able to roll the 2 or 3 dice to try to add up and get those higher values. So that being said, if you roll doubles, so there's special, if you're rolling 2 dice or 3 dice, there are some specials. If you roll doubles, basically all the other players have to draw a card from the main deck. If you're rolling 3 dice and you happen to roll triples, all 3 of the dice are the same number, then everyone else has to draw 2 cards from the deck. And really that's the game. So we have, again, some special cards in here that we'll talk about and kind of show you. So typically when you do that, you're gonna add the dice values equal to the number on the cards, right? What you're trying to go for there. The plus or minus cards, they allow you to basically combine the cards to equal the dice instead. So it gives you some flexibility there. And you can do that. You can use the plus or minus card with any 2 number cards in your hand to make up what is shown on the dice. So for example, if we had like a 6 and a 5, for example, we could pull together, but the plus or minus card, I could do the 8 if we still had my 3 here. So example 8, 3, add up to 11, the result on the dice, and I can use this to be able to discard those. So that's the plus or minus. There is some piggyback cards in here. What those do, they basically allow you to piggyback off of another player's turn. And so basically you're gonna put it out face up in front of you and call out piggyback before an opponent rolls the dice. So they can choose, hey, I'm gonna roll with 2 dice. Before they roll, you can bust out the piggyback and have an opportunity to get rid of some more rabbits based on their roll. There's also place your rabbits, a little betting type card. When that comes up, basically that gets resolved immediately. Everyone can basically choose a certain card and 2 dice will be rolled, and if that comes up, you're able to discard your rabbit. So that's fun. Otherwise, you're gonna have other numbered rabbits in here, 1, 10, 8. So you may have additional, there's some wilds in here as well, but you may have some other cards here, other rabbits that you acquire that you'll have to get rid of. And that is 1 too many rabbits. So very, very fun. I like the mechanic here. I like the kind of shut the box mechanic of choosing, well, do I want 1, 2, or 3 dice? Do I, go for the low numbers? Do I try to get rid of, those high numbers first? I know 7, 7, 6, 8, those numbers are going to come up as more of a possibility later on. So do I leave those? There's just some interesting strategy and choices as you go through this. Obviously, these cards are very fun, like a little betting mini game there, piggybacking on others. It's a fun little game. There's even just I played Board Game Arena, a bowling game that is very fun. That's a similar type mechanic. So this is a fun theme though. You got rabbits. Again, I'll show you some of the rabbits again here closer up for some of the artwork. I think the artwork's fun. Zany little rabbits. They kind of remind me a little bit of the Rabbids, like the Nintendo Rabbits. Anyway, it's fun. The quality of the cards, I meant to talk about that. They're good. They're not like, super deluxe version. So they're not like a real nice linen finish or anything, but they're functional and I think they'll hold up okay. But they're okay cards. The dice are great. I like the dice. I think they're decent quality as well to those. Nice orange, kind of reflective of the carrot, I think. So well played there. Instead of pips, they went for numbers, which I think is great for this game, as you are trying to match numbers, get rid of the numbers. Makes it a little bit more family friendly as well for the younger kids. So a wild and hairy card game. Thank you again to Happy Camper. If any of you have any questions about the game, please let me know. But yeah, lots of fun. And that is how Lou sees it.